All right, this is a whole house walkthrough. This is the master. I cleaned, swept all the floor. There's I cleaned the tub out, the sink out, the sink's clean. I wiped all these down. That was there when I moved in. That lady had a mirror on there before or something and she pulled it off. That was there. But I wiped the mirror down. I cleaned all the shelves out. I cleaned out underneath here, wiped it all out. This is the walk-in closet. Cleaned, everything picked up, nothing in there. I cleaned the toilet. Fan works. Both lights work. There's the tub. We have hard water here, so let me shut that off. All right, now let's go out to the kitchen here. This is the pantry. I cleaned that all out. Swept it out, nothing in there. Let's go on to the fridge. This needs wiped down again. I don't have that metal one, but I cleaned it all out. There's a few things left in there that I need to do, but I took everything out and I cleaned the fridge completely. There's nothing in there. That just, we'll either take that or throw that away with us. All right, go up here. I cleaned on top of there. I wiped all that off for you. Cleaned out there. Wiped out all these drawers for you. Cleaned them all out. There's nothing in there. Cleaned out the sink for you. This is underneath the sink. Cleaned and wiped that all out. Dishwasher, I cleaned it, but you're gonna have to run, you can see that, you're gonna have to run a pack through there, or 2 packs of the cleaner, because the water's so hard here that the sprayers spray at a weird angle. So throw in a pack there, the cleaning pack, and you'll be good to go. Here's above the sink. All right, now let's do this. I cleaned this all out. I put a new filter on. You turn this to come down. That's a brand new filter. I cleaned this all out. I cleaned this all out. Okay, down there, let me zoom in. This is, there we go. This is broke. These are 3-stage electrics, meaning it'll do 1 stage, then 2 minutes later the second one will kick on, then 2 minutes later the third one will kick on, and when it gets up to temp it shuts off. It'll kick on 1, 2, and it won't kick the third one on. So you're going to need a new heating element on number 3, I think, but you're going to have to call in someone to do that. $50, something like that. You'll get it. It's not expensive. There's nothing to go wrong with these. It's not a core because it's only 2 years old. So just the heating element went out. Call in an electrician, get that done. When the electrician's here, have them also do this. Of course, that needs cleaned again, and that needs cleaned again with the stainless cleaner, because you can see it just smears when you don't have stainless. But I cleaned it all off. Lights work on this, but the fan went out. So they'll have to go up there and put a new fan in. That was a water leak that was here before I moved in. He said it was here before the first person moved in. Just when they were setting up, it was a water leak. So that was there. That's the first thing I asked. I said, why is the roof leaking? He said, it's old. It happened when it was moving. Okay, so they'll have to put a new fan in there. This is your fire extinguisher. It needs a new battery, and then it needs put up right there. Okay, let's see. That's cabinet done. These cabinets done, cleaned out, wiped out. Cabinets under here, done, empty, cleaned out, wiped out. Stove's cleaned off. I spent about 3 hours on the stove. It ain't perfect by any means. It could use another one, but I did spend a lot of time trying to clean it. Remember that I've had 3 strokes and 2 heart attacks, and the 2 heart attacks were at the beginning of this month, so expect me to do only so much. All right, so there's under there, clean. There's clean. So we've been running this. This has been our heater for about 3 months. Just an electric one. It has a thing. Cleaned off up there. I cleaned off back here. Washer and dryer both work great. There's 3 more furnace filters for you. I want to show you something with this here. Okay, this right here, you kind of need to shove a wedge in there to keep it, because if it's like that and when you go to shut it, it doesn't shut. You have to move this over, and it was like that one the day I got it, and then it shuts and locks and works. All right, I'm gonna leave you the garbage can, but I'm taking the TV and the coffee pot, of course. I'm taking the bird cage, the blow up bed. We'll just turn it to reverse. It'll shrink. We'll put it in that bag, and then we'll leave the puppy pads. Fan works, all the lights work. I'm gonna get that down today. I'm leaving the curtains for you. If you want to come steam them, that's fine. That'll help. I didn't want to throw them in the dryer. You have a hand steamer that will get wrinkles out. All right, now let's go back to the first room here. This is all we have left. This is what's going in the van. That section right there was taken out before I moved in from the previous owner. I don't know if they cut it there to put a shelf. They have a few screws there, but I didn't do that. These are all here. And this is the stuff that I'm taking in the van and whittling it down even more. All right, now let's go into the bathroom. The bathroom, you can see this was lived in before. These are like Thundercats or something like that, or Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But the kids that used to live here before, they lived here for 2 years, they stuck those on. I didn't touch them. I didn't want to break the tub. I did clean the tub out. It could use a little more cleaning. I cleaned the toilet. I cleaned the sink. I cleaned off underneath and wiped out underneath. Okay, and then now into the last room of the house. And this was the kitty room. And the clean, floors all swept. That was there when I moved in. My mom bought me a little 12-inch by 12-inch green rug with 3M pad to put over that. There's a couple spots in the house like that were there. So I put a kitty scratch pad over it, but I pulled it up after, of course. And that's what's left. That's what's there before. So all in all, we have a fire extinguisher, whatever they're called. We have one of those in there, but we don't have one in here. There was never one in here. So you're gonna have to put a 9-volt battery and put that one in, and then you're gonna have to get a new one and put that in right there. So there it is. There's the whole walkthrough. We're good to go. We're pretty much clean. All this will fit in the van. Half of this will go, those 2 boxes will go to the shed, and then that's what we get room-wise in the van. So everything's pretty clean.